Okay. Hopefully the lighting will be a bit better, and there will be less...
And she's serious right now, and guess what? It gets even worse from there.
Yeah, that. But no guarantees. Today we're talking about something that everybody loves. Legos.
Actually, the plural of Lego is just Lego, not Legos. You've truly just revealed that you're a fake fan. Did you just say womp womp?
Anyway, so Legos are pretty neat, right? Interlocking brick system toy teaches kids how to, like, put stuff together, gets them, like, physically active with their hands. See that? That's Star-Lord. Star-Lord right there. Cool. The thing about Legos is that nowadays, they're not just like another toy, right? Like, they are a phenomenon. You go to a store and you walk to the toy section, there is a separate section that takes up several aisles dedicated entirely to Lego. And I definitely think a massive part of Lego's success comes from its brand collaborations. I mean, you got Marvel, you got Harry Potter, you got Lord of the Rings, you got macaroni and cheese, and, most importantly for this video, you got pre-Star Wars Legos, alright, they were like, meh. But post-Star Wars, oh my god! Being able to build a toy and then play with it, that's pretty cool, but then give that a lightsaber and you've just created magic. And like all the coolest characters were here. Like you had Luke Skywalker, of course, you had Han Solo in the Hoth outfit, and you could like give him the lightsaber like in the movie, you know? You had and of course, you had the Stormtroopers. I mean, you can't just give all the good guys and that's it. You gotta put in some bad guys that you can, like, slice up. That makes me sound crazy. Cut that out. Nowadays, we live in a time that's, like, post-Star Wars taking over the world, so it's easy to forget that when it came out, it was another movie. Like, it was just a movie franchise. And during these early days, where not all the questions were answered and not every single side character had their own series, there were certain details that were just TBD. One of those details being what Stormtroopers actually looked like. Like, okay, they have the most iconic design out of any, like, easy kill bad guy in any piece of media. Seriously, these guys are like the Goombas of movies. But, like, what does their face look like? So when they started making Lego sets with Stormtroopers, they had this question, and the answer didn't exist. You can tell me that George Lucas knew everything from the very beginning, and he was just kind of like not letting the secrets out and letting everything be a real slow burn, and I legitimately hope that isn't the case because of those two. If he knew the entire time since episode 4, what are you doing, George? What are you doing? So, what did they do? How did they solve this? Blackface. No, like literally, like literal blackface. Like, look. This honestly isn't a terrible solution or anything, it just really caught me off guard the first time I saw it. Lego headpieces are just really strange, that's just how they are. For the Lego Batman figures, they would always have like a white strip on the forehead that would serve as Batman's whited out eyes when he was wearing the cowl. A lot of them are like double-sided, and you can switch out the facial expression just by rotating the piece. Like, I've seen some weird faces, and I've seen them give a Lego piece 2 faces, but I've never seen them just not try anything. Even if they didn't want to assume the race or gender of the Stormtroopers, Lego already had a default face. They went out of their way to make an entirely new headpiece that was just nothing. Just absence of anything. It's just complete jet black. I know that this might not be as engaging for most people as a topic like mac and cheese, but I just couldn't get it out of my head because now we know so much more about the Stormtroopers. In fact, we know several of them by name at this point. Tell me that is not the most inspirational thing you have ever heard. Started at the bottom, now we're here. Had no face, now I got several Lego sets. Jesus. Okay, what was I, question time. That's not what it's called. The week. Alright, let's see what you got. Why are Lego hands shaped the way, and how do they Lego? Well, they'll only Lego if you just pull the thing out of their hand. And they're shaped that way to hold onto your phone charger when you're not using it. Irene asks, why expensive? It's your fault, Irene. It's your fault, and it's my fault, and it's everybody's fault. Anybody who will buy it because a movie they like is on the box, it's their fault. It's their fault. Everybody like me who had their moms buy them the $30 Lego Advent calendar for a couple years in a row, it's our fault, don't you see? Why does it have to be a galaxy far, far away? What's that in relation to? The real answer is it's just a different way of saying once upon a time. Because A New Hope is definitely just a typical fairy tale, but space. Favorite Star Wars movie? So I guess my favorite Star Wars movie is the Han and Leia scenes from Episode 5 kind of glued together with the Luke scenes from Episode 6. Lego Boba Fett expensive. Boba Feet? Ewok, yes or no? This is a great question. Good job, you did it again. I think the Ewoks are a little too hated. Like, they're not stupid in comparison to the other aliens that are in the movies. And there is something kind of funny about the tribal teddy bear kind of thing. I think the main issue with all of the Ewok sequences is just that they all go on a little too long. And it's worsened by the fact that really interesting, emotionally impactful stuff is happening with Luke the entire time. Okay, conceptually, yes. Practically, just cut all of the Ewok scenes in half, and we would have remembered them a lot better. Smash or pass? Jabba's rat. Okay, if I've had a couple death sticks,